been with me since the beginning, but I want to introduce somebody that just began on the show recently and has been burning up. A lot of you people have already met her. A lot of you people have known her before. Our new promotions director, Robin Cody. Please welcome her.
Okay, well, he thinks I'm going to be doing a lecture about band etiquette, but I've pulled one over on him. I want to tell him that I appreciate the chance that he's given me, and I love him and I respect him for the man that he is, and I'm looking forward to working on Backstage Pass for many years to come. Joel, this one's for you, babe.
Well, I'll read what the award says. It says, Arizona's best executive producer, Backstage Pass, Joel Samuel, in recognition of all you have done for the Arizona entertainment scene, July 22nd, 1993 fans. She's the editor of the KNIX magazine. Please welcome Sandy Lovejoy.
Thanks very, very much, Joel. I was cleaning out my closet last week, and I came across T-shirts. One of them said J.W. Minor and the Country Expression, and the other said Paul T. Morris Band. And I kept them as reminders of the people that have passed through the country scene since I've been watching it over 10 years. Most of tonight's nominees for the Country Music Award were around, even back then. The difference is they're still here. They're not going to go away either. They have discovered that what they are and what they do has everything to do with music. They've survived some goof-off years. They've served their early apprenticeships by gathering followings in local clubs all around the valley. And now almost all of them are in various stages of figuring out what's next. Most of the time, our country musician nominees have the presence of mind to enjoy the process of getting there. They realize one day these might be the good times. I've found that their joy in what they do and their optimism about their future has made them really wonderful people to know. In alphabetical order, the nominees are Jeff Dayton and the Jeff Dayton Band, Gigi Dixon, the Herndon Brothers Band, Muggy Yone, and J. David Sloan and Western Bread. And I would like to give special recognition to J. David Sloan. He is like our country musician emeritus here in the Valley. There probably are very few here who have not enjoyed learning under his kindness. This is a man who, believe it or not, probably does not have an enemy. Jay, I think you're here. Thank you. The winner of the award tonight is Jeff Dayton and the Jeff Dayton Band.
I just want to say that it's wonderful to be a winner of this award. I want to congratulate all the country musicians in the Valley, and especially the other nominees. They're friends of ours. We love you guys too, and there's nothing like having a big family, and I think we really do. I think we've got a community of country music here and all the music in Arizona, and thanks to Joel for putting this show together one more time and doing it, because it's sure a lot of work, but if it weren't there and if Joel weren't doing it, I don't know who'd fill in the gap. He's doing a great service for all of us and for music in Arizona. Thanks.
It's Jeff Dayton. And one of the greatest supporters, Sandy Lovejoy from KNIX. Thanks, Sandy. Entertainer, actually, has been around a lot longer than Backstage Pass. He is the president of the Arizona Songwriters Association. If you are entertainers out there and you want to know about publishing or anything about music, please, I encourage you to join the Arizona Songwriters Association. They constantly have conferences every month bringing in music publishers, radio labels, just some of the top people in the industry to inform you and to get your music played. And without further ado, I want to introduce him. He's going to introduce the winner of this year's Solo Duo Artist Award, and that is John Iger. Give him a round of applause.
Thanks, Joel. As Joel said, we put on a lot of events, and I know how much work it is to do it and to put on this kind of event. I think we all owe a big hand to Joel for getting this together. Let's hear it for Joel Samuel. Okay, we had a lot of great solo artists nominated this year, and the top three were Summers and Kaler, Brian O'Carroll, and Hans Olsen. And the winner is Hans Olsen.
John, Joel had me bring down another soundboard award that a lot of people got. This is one I got in '87. The soundboard tradition is being carried on by Joel and the backstage people, and I think it's a wonderful thing. We need to recognize the musicians that work so hard and don't get enough recognition during the year. And for all the people that have won these awards, then you get a new one to put on your shelf. And it's an honor for me to win this award. Thank you, John. Thank you, Joel.
Hans Olsen. Again, I want to encourage you, if you're entertainers out there, please sign up and become a member of Arizona Songwriters Association. They've been around for, I think, in the mid-'70s or maybe even earlier than that. And John's been doing a great job. A lot of people are just now trying to start music conferences and the likes. John's been doing it for 10, 15 years at least. And most of the people still don't know him. It's a chance that you should. The membership fees are very small, and the amount that you get back is incredible.
Thank you. The nominees for the Best Rock Band of the Year are Shy Boy, Whiskey Blue, and Kaiser. The 1991 Rock Band of the Year, Bob Donovan, you've done a great job because it goes to Whiskey Blue.
How you doing, everybody? There's so many people we'd like to thank for this. All the people at Fastlane, our manager, all the people that would come to the shows, and the other bands and stuff who supported us. I know I'm missing a lot of people: Joel, Cindy, everybody from Backstage Pass, and McKenna's and the Club Motors.
And it's really strange. A lot of people have read her columns. This is more the gossip and the information on what's happening in Arizona columnist who's been with a lot of the major publications in town. If you want to find out what's happening and you're a band that wants to have something written up on them, this is a person you want to see. This is Phoenix Regalton of one of the most popular publications, which I definitely support and which I'm not allowed at liberty to name because I want to definitely use this interview. So what's new in the gossip scene without naming names and well, you can name some names, but without calling out venues?
Well, there's a lot of new bands materializing, a lot of bands that are in the works. There's a new band called Kid Nasty that's coming out. There's another new band called TJ Rogue that's coming out. Both bands have given me an exclusive for my gossip column and have not materialized yet. One thing I'd like to say is that I think that the metal scene is becoming very predominant right now. Billboard magazine says that metal will be the way of the future at this point, and that they'll be signing more metal. And since I represent a band called Aloysius Tool, I think that's great.
Also nominated for the Arizona Entertainment Awards, which is quite incredible since they have such a large following, and they are, what would you call them, thrash metal? Or?
No, I would call them speed metal. And in my opinion, the definition between speed metal and thrash metal is that speed metal is more technical. The guitars are more technical, the vocals are operatic vocals. As where thrash, the vocals are harder and crunchier, and the riffs, guitar riffs are harder and crunchier. It's more, as where speed metal is more technical and fast. You know, the thing about, like, for example, Flotsam and Jetsam, Mikey Gilbert sometimes plays so fast that you can't actually see his fingers move. And that's an art to me. Someone that can play so fast that you can't see them. I personally think speed metal is one of the new musics that are going to develop in the future. Although I think that music in Arizona is really becoming huge right now, and we are definitely one of the hot spots.
Oh yeah, it seems that we're getting a lot of notoriety at least.
Yeah, especially from you.
Well, I'm trying. What's new? What's happening in gossip?
Well, let's see. Mostly my column, I do a lot of things on new rock and roll babies that are being born. A lot. This is like a baby boom.
There's a rumor going around. Maybe you can set me straight. Is it true that Jim Keeler's losing his hair?
Well, since I once was employed by Jim Keeler and left on not very good terms, I probably shouldn't say.
But, you know, just to set the story straight, no, this is just pure gossip on that particular round. But she knows pretty much everything that's happening in the music scene. And if you're a band out there and want to have something written up on you, please send it to Phoenix Regalton. You know what publication she's working at, so just send it in.
Hi, my name is Joe Trammell. I hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you on the next edition of Backstage in Arizona. Bye-bye.